Okay, so Alicia, this is going to be your first flight in not only the RV-10, but an RV of any kind.
Yes, I've never flown in an RV. I've never flown in this airplane, and I'm very excited.
All right, so just a quick walk around. You know, real Hershey bar wing, high lift wing, fairly short span.
And this is pretty typical for all RVs, right?
Very typical, and it's got a real family resemblance, not just in how it looks, but how it flies to all the RVs.
Okay.
They've got really delightfully crisp ailerons. You know, and you'll find those pretty sensitive. Really well balanced in pitch. 30 gallons per wing, so 60 gallons total. We've got about 40 gallons of fuel in the airplane. So
how much does it typically burn?
You know, it's like in cruise it burns about 12 gallons an hour.
Okay.
We'll burn a little bit more than that at low level in our flight today, but I think you'll find that it's really mechanically simple systems. They do a lot to make it just light and straight and mechanically straightforward.
What are we climbing, like 100?
Yeah, 100 for now, and then once we get above 1,000 feet, we'll accelerate to 120.
Jeez. What does it cruise at?
Yeah, 100 in the mid 160 range.
Yeah, see that's
typically, you know, economy cruise, low 160s. Going to go fast, it's kind of higher 160s.
I feel like a lot of the get you there airplanes aren't necessarily as much fun to fly, but this, yeah, it's going to get you there fast, but you're also going to have fun along the way. And it's like you have that autopilot option, but you're not just consigning yourself to this, well, I want to get there fast, so I'm going to be in an airplane that isn't necessarily something that a stick and rudder pilot would seek out.
Sounds totally reasonable to me that, yeah, get places airplane typically isn't a sort of super fun to fly airplane.
For being like a pretty powerful plane, it seems kind of accessible.
It does. I've seen pilots make the transition from 172s and other, fairly straightforward trainers right to an RV-10 and have no problem with it. And also you see people who, are highly experienced, F-16, F-15 pilots that get in it and love it too. And it's kind of amazing that an airplane can accommodate people of that range of experience.
Yeah. That's comfy, pretty comfy seat.
It's really comfy. South Florida Sport Aviation did the interior, and they did a fantastic job.
Wow, that electric trim is quite effective.
It is, and it actually adjusts based on the speed of the airplane. It moves slower when the airplane's at a high speed than it does.
Cool. The problem with lowing so often, I feel, is that the visibility's not very good, but this visibility is fantastic. And it's just fun. It's fun to fly anything with a stick. It just feels more sporty and more fun.
I agree.
And just you have more control over everything that's happening. And what's your favorite part of it?
It's such a great traveler. I like going places in it. I love the situational awareness that the avionics provide.
Yeah.
Perfect. Hold that nose wheel off, just for fun. We'll go down to the next taxiway, and we're good. All right, good job.
Hey.
Beautiful.
That was fun.
You can tell me what you honestly think of the airplane. You're not having to pull any punches here. If there are things you don't like, just speak up.
It's very responsive. There's no I feel like it can get you places, but once you get there, you're also going to have fun in the pattern. It's not just I have to fly the pattern to land, It's more than just a
tool to get you from A to B. It is a fun plane to fly.
Your point's well taken. They're popular airplanes. They're the most successful kit airplane of all time, far and away, for a reason.
Yeah, for sure.
There's it's not a fluke. That there seems to be excellent reasons for their popularity.
I honestly wasn't expecting to like it, but I really do like it, and I get why people like it.
Yeah, and even in the RV world, I think the one strike against it from the RV-10, the one thing that RV pilots would criticize it for is that it's too practical.
Yeah,
it's like, how could a plane that's so practical also have a fun side?
Yeah, exactly. That's like kind of my impression of RVs too, is just that they're fun, they're sporty. The people who, my impression of the people who fly RVs is that they're the fun aviatory type who pride themselves on stick and rudder skills and not necessarily on buttonology and turning an autopilot on and stuff. But it fits in. This has the go without losing its spirit.